Ghosts in the Stanley Hotel, the history behind the hauntings and why it's so infamous. Nestled high in the Rocky Mountains, the Stanley Hotel stands, grand and alluring. But this is no ordinary historic getaway. For over a century, people have flocked here, not just for the breathtaking views or elegant halls, but for something far darker. They come in search of the unknown, hoping to encounter the infamous ghosts that haunt these halls. Welcome to the Stanley Hotel, where the past refuses to rest. Imagine walking these storied halls, feeling a chill that isn't from the mountain air. Many visitors report experiences they can't explain. But of all the eerie tales told here, which one is the most horrifying? Stick around to the end to uncover the terrifying incident that left even the most skeptical guests shaken, and has continued to haunt the Stanley's legacy ever since. Origins of Hauntings, a troubled history beneath the grandeur. The story begins in 1909 with F.O. Stanley, a man driven to conquer illness. He saw the hotel as his legacy, a grand symbol of hope. Yet his story has since evolved into something darker. Ironically, Stanley himself was not one to believe in ghosts, at least not in his lifetime. And yet, many claim to see his apparition, dressed in period clothing, lingering near his beloved piano in the music room. Is it truly the spirit of F.O. Stanley? Or is something else keeping him bound to the hotel? Guests often speak of an inexplicable sense of dread, a feeling like they're stepping into a place frozen in time. And while no major tragedy stains the hotel's history, whispers persist that the illness driving Stanley to the mountains left its mark, drawing spirits to the very place meant to bring healing. The legends, ghostly encounters in Room 217 and beyond. Room 217 has a story all its own, thanks to Stephen King. It was here that he spent a sleepless night, a night that inspired The Shining. King reported a sensation of intense dread and claimed he saw a young boy in old-fashioned clothing, wandering the hall. But King's encounter was only the beginning. There are tales of apparitions, spirits that move items, knock on doors, even whisper into guests' ears in the dead of night. One spirit, Elizabeth Wilson, a chambermaid who suffered a near-fatal accident in Room 217, is rumored to still linger, her ghostly hands unpacking suitcases, folding clothes, and tidying rooms. But not every encounter is so benign. A dark shadow figure, often seen near the bed in Room 217, is said to be menacing. Those who encounter it describe a pressure on their chest, like the spirit is draining their energy. Could Elizabeth's spirit be protective? Or is something else, something darker, trying to warn guests? The haunted tours, when curiosity becomes fear. The Stanley capitalizes on its reputation with popular ghost tours, but be warned, the tales shared on these tours might leave you with more questions than answers. Paranormal enthusiasts, daring to stray from the tour guide's path, report eerie encounters. One group ventured into the underground tunnels, only to hear whispers in a strange language. They turned on their flashlights but saw nothing, until one of them felt a cold tug at his jacket. Later, he found scratches on his arm, faintly forming letters. Was it a warning? The lesser-known hauntings, shadows in the staircase and unseen musicians. Room 217 may grab the spotlight, but the hotel has other, more secretive areas where ghostly encounters are frequent. Guests report faint piano music drifting down the grand staircase. Many say it's Flora Stanley, serenading guests with a final farewell. But there's another, even more terrifying presence. A faceless woman, dressed in white, slowly ascending the staircase. As guests follow, she vanishes, leaving behind only an icy chill on their shoulders. Then there's the infamous Red Hall. Guests describe finding a dim hallway with blood-red carpets and walls. It seems to stretch endlessly until it suddenly ends, with no door in sight. Those who've entered this hall report hearing footsteps behind them, only to find empty space. They say if you linger too long, you'll start hearing your own voice whispering words you've never said. Is it a trick of the mind? Or is the Stanley revealing itself to those who dare to seek its mysteries? A visit that lingers, haunted memories and unsolved mysteries. For some, A stay at the Stanley doesn't end when they leave. Guests of room 401 report flickering lights, shadowy figures, and unseen presences that seem to follow them home. One couple found their house lights mysteriously flickering, as though an unseen visitor had joined them. A guest reported her suitcase moving across her room unassisted after returning home. Could it be that those who seek the ghosts become marked by the hotel, forever haunted by their encounter? Guests describe an irresistible urge to return to the Stanley, but not all come back willingly. Some report dreams of unfamiliar rooms, filled with strange, whispering voices. And for those bold enough to revisit the hotel, they claim the spirits remember them, offering a chilling, "Welcome back." Legends and mysteries unresolved. The ghosts in the Stanley Hotel have built a reputation, making it one of America's most haunted places. But what makes these hauntings so unique? Why do some have friendly encounters, while others feel an overpowering sense of dread? Is it the energy left by generations of guests fueling these spirits? Or something even deeper at play? And now the answer but of all the eerie tales told here, which one is the most horrifying? For the most terrifying incident ever recorded at the Stanley Hotel, the Night of the Spirits in 1973. During a full moon, guests reported that their rooms grew unbearably cold, as if touched by winter's chill. Some claimed to have seen ghostly faces in their mirrors, and others heard whispers in languages they couldn't understand. The eerie energy led to a mass panic, with several guests checking out in the middle of the night, vowing never to return. To this day, Night of the Spirits remains one of the hotel's most infamous mysteries, one that even staff don't dare discuss openly. So, the next time you visit a place like the Stanley, remember the Night of the Spirits and ask yourself, what or who might be waiting for you in the dark? If you enjoyed uncovering the mysteries of the Stanley Hotel, don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the haunted corners of history and beyond. Until next time,